Yeah, because she's Middle Eastern.
Jordan, hold on. Is she Middle Eastern?
Yeah, but she's Middle Eastern.
But is she fucking Middle Eastern?
She's fucking...
Is she a fucking terrorist?
Yeah.
Don't say that.
Well, the Middle Easterns are all terrorists.
Well, that's on record because we're recording.
Andrew, that's not true.
I'm racist, Remy's sexist, and Andrew is a demon.
Islamophobic.
That's fucked up.
I'm joking.
Play that intro, baby.
Oh, fuck.
Get up in there.
Hold on.
I'll fix it.
Technical issues.
I'll fix it and edit. Did you see my video?
No.
I put up a little video.
Apartment 205, we're gonna talk until we die. We saw Detective Pikachu. It's the 10th episode and I choose you. The song is done, we'll start the show. So grab a snack and away we go.
That was it. That was the Detective Pikachu special theme song.
That was nice. Now we'll have to solve the mystery of if Remy's high or not. Because for
I think I'll solve it right now. She almost certainly is.
She definitely tried to take a selfie with the picture with the phone facing out. She's like, I don't understand. Why is it just not showing our faces like we were ghosts?
Yeah.
Like, well, it's facing forward.
Like you're vampires.
Jesus fucking Christ. Late cast 2019.
The only one
Probably not, but
so far.
here we are.
Andrew, you're gonna laugh just as hard as me when you
Episode 10.
see Jordan.
Okay. I hope so, because that's a lot of laughter.
Yeah.
I don't want to be let down.
I'm going to have to cut out a lot of this audio of just you laughing.
Jordan,
Is your mic even on?
I don't know.
I hear her in my headphones.
Anyway, welcome to episode 10, everyone. Our sponsors this week are pot in general. Just pot.
Yeah.
Pots and pans,
Pots and pans. Marijuana.
potholes.
In California, you could smoke marijuana if you wanna. Well,
Well,
are you done now?
That's it.
I'm good for right this second.
Are you caught up with laughing?
Yeah.
I feel like that was the hardest I've heard Remy laugh. In
Yeah,
a
she
very
lost her
long
shit.
time.
That's
Oh,
like
yeah.
how I laughed when I saw the guy, that video of the guy getting hit with an elbow out of an elbow macaroni box.
It looks like a tranny.
Stop screaming into the mic.
That was as hard as I laughed when we interlocked toes that one time.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's always good to have a deep, deep laugh.
Yeah, I feel good. I'm ready.
It feels good.
What are we talking about?
Felt like I used to do that a lot when I was a little kid.
Same.
Hey,
Like
you
laughing
kinda-
till your belly hurts.
Oh my god, yeah. Tom and Greg used to fucking kill me, man. I couldn't stand it. I think everything's funny though, so I'm easy. I used to be. Now I think I only laugh at a
Me.
meme. Well, not at you. But yeah, that elbow macaroni, I'll have to post it in the
No.
in the video
No.
podcast when I edit it. That
The
made-
internet.
That made me no, I did see there's a video of this dog taking a dump and then all of a sudden it like Sonic scoots away. That made me fucking lose it a little bit. I couldn't keep watching it though because there was too long of a wait before because it was a lot of it shitting and then the little bit of it scooting away. But anyway, Andrew, what was the last thing? The toast was the last thing. You were laughing at fucking.
I think you should leave.
I think you should
maybe.
leave like
But so
like a little baby. You
I
like
feel like
every 2 seconds, dude.
yeah, I don't know. Something's weird about my laughter during that show though, because I feel like it's forced.
Well, that's not good.
But I
Are you
I
okay?
think it's funny. But also when I'm like in the middle of laughing, I'm like, wait, hold up, is that actually funny, or is it just so ridiculous? Like it's
like I said, there for that show, there's a lot of it's like rapid fire. It's kind of like Deadpool in a way, where it's just like bam, bam, joke, 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 but even more because it's a comedy show.
Yeah.
So I wasn't super about it. There were some parts where I was like, that was good, but it felt like a lot to get to that line.
I did not laugh one time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I laughed many times.
Oh, we heard.
We heard.
Yeah. Well,
Like you,
I
like
stand
every.
by my decision.
We're like, is he okay? Is he having a fit? Every 2 seconds, you were Lizzie McGuire laughing.
I listened to that album on the way to work the next day.
Ew.
Why?
Wait, what album?
The Lizzie McGuire movie
No.
soundtrack?
I'm sorry. That was misleading. I listened to Hilary Duff's album Metamorphosis.
Ah, why?
She has that song Come Clean. Oh, what a jam.
We're detectives. We're trying to figure out why you would do that to yourself.
Because it was a jam.
I guess so.
Anyway, tell me about I really wanted to say Coconut Pikachu. Tell me
Coconut Pikachu.
Tell me about Detective Pikachu. So that,
Well, Coconut Pikachu involves Pikachu getting turned into a coconut, and then that's the rest of the movie.
I don't know why.
It's on an island.
So,
Why I wanted to say Coconut.
it takes place on Alola. No, Detective Pikachu was. I loved it. I think I want to go see it again. Actually,
Okay, good. Because
Same.
I do want to see it. I just really was not in the
we're gonna have to
mood
go take Tonar
to go.
since he
Okay.
bought 1 billion blister packs of Pokemon cards because you guys are 12.
Hold up. What's all this you guys
You
stuff?
took them.
I took 'em.
Jordan,
I didn't buy 'em.
You carry a Pokemon card in your wallet.
I think Tom gave me that one too. Yeah,
He did, but I don't know why you're coming at Andrew.
because
and
I'm
Tom.
not collecting bunches and bunches of oats of Pokemon's cards.
Neither am I.
I'm gonna also do
My friend gave me Pokemon cards. What am I going to say? No, I don't want them.
Tom listens
Jordan.
to this.
Yeah, because what are you gonna do with them, bro?
Nothing. I don't know.
Tom does have
treasure my friend's gift to me.
Well, yes, okay, I can appreciate that. But Tom does have a shit ton. He has like
I know.
some that are. Did he show you some that are worth like $300 in a pair? He's
No.
fucking it up, dude. But it was really good. The world building, you could tell it was made by people who really liked Pokemon. Like, it was good. The very beginning had a very, for the most part, it wasn't a Pokemon game. It didn't try and act like a Pokemon game or try and use that universe. It stayed in its own realm of the Detective Pikachu because those are actual games. But it did a good job of not, I don't know, being lame. A good video game movie. Like I said, the world was really good. It was full. There could have been more Pokemon, but obviously, they can only put so many in before, the animators are like, we're just going to copy and paste a bunch of Charmanders. People know what the fuck's up.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds was great, as usual. He wasn't, like, annoying as he could maybe be. Like, you and I think he's kind of annoying in Deadpool. He's a bit much.
Yeah.
Still love Ryan Reynolds, but Deadpool's a little much. I like those movies, but also it's a lot. The Pokemon honestly didn't hate how they looked. It looked like they spent I read an article.
What's that one Pokemon? Because, okay, for the listeners, and by the listeners,
I like how we all have a
I
different way
mean
of saying Pokemon.
What did I say?
I think you said Pokemon. What'd you? No.
I don't know what I said.
I think we've all been saying it differently, but it's okay. Go on.
I never watched it. Is it Pokemon? I don't know. I never watched Pokemon. I never watched it. So, like, I don't know anything about it. So don't make fun of me before I ask this question. Or
I'll
when
make
I
fun
ask
of you
this question.
after it.
I was in the middle of me correcting myself.
Asturd. Her name's Asturd. It's Asturd. What's that from?
The Office.
Ah, that's right. Go
Duh.
on.
What was I saying? Oh, what's the one in the preview that has a dick that wraps around to the back?
That's its
Excuse
tongue.
me?
Greninja. The
It's a
dick.
It's a
that,
Pokemon.
there's
that
Lickitung too.
There's it's like it.
Is it
It has
pink?
real big thighs.
Is it
no, it's the
pink?
one at the end who's like floating, and
Mewtwo?
the dick wraps around to
Oh,
the back.
Mewtwo.
That's its tail.
Why does it start in the front?
It did look very like
Phallic.
like not viscous. That's not the word. That's what it would come out of it. But it felt, the skin on Mewtwo was very. I wasn't upset by how Mewtwo looked, but his
When I saw
tail,
it in the preview, I
you
was
could see
"Oh,
like
I'm
the
uncomfortable."
creases,
Yeah, no thanks.
like a finger,
like a dick.
because it could bend.
Dick.
Well, I think it looked more like a big finger.
It's
I
not
thought
any
it looked
better.
like a tail.
Anyway, Andrew, what do you think of Detective Pikachu?
I liked it a lot.
Go on.
A Roger Ebert Roper whatever the fuck review right there.
Well, what is there to say?
Waters.
Yeah,
Are you
It's
guys
like-
that too?
what was your favorite part?
No, don't know spoilies. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I guess we
You
can't
stupid
super
bitch.
spoily. I will
forget.
say that Mr. Mime, a lot of
don't
it
know.
was shown in the commercials, but there was a few more parts that they added in that they originally didn't even want to, the Pokemon company didn't want to put Mr. Mime in because they didn't know what he was. Like the people making the movie were like, we want to use Mr. Mime because it's such an interesting character, blah, blah, blah. This is
I'm
the
gonna look it
idea
up because I don't know what that is.
that we have for him. And the Pokemon company was just like, we don't know what they are either. So if you could just avoid that
Mr.
altogether.
Mom.
And he's
Mime.
like a standout character. He's in all the promotions and his whole shtick in the movie. I loved it. I absolutely loved it when he gets on the motorcycle.
This is what this is what I feel like when I smoke weed.
Yeah, that's what you look like when you smoke weed. Bunch of fucking, like a fucking clown. That's my hairline. Why does he have my hairline? Why does Mr. Mime have my hairline? Coming after me.
Whoa.
No? What was your favorite part?
I don't know. Let's see here.
Go on.
No, go ahead. I gotta think.
Yeah. Shitty Jimmy was in it.
Shitty Jimmy.
Shitty Jimmy. He was good in it. I really liked that. And then I know I'm definitely also sexist, but I was worried that the girl,
Why am I sexist?
I don't know, but I was worried that the girl in the movie was just gonna kind of take away from, like, gonna be like, ooh, the love interest in a way, and it melded well. She did her part well. I also am starting to like that actress because she's in that show, The Society, that I'm watching. So she's pretty good. She was in Blockers. She was the blonde girl. She was
Average.
whose daughter was she? I forget who the parents were. I know it was John Leslie Mann.
Yeah, the main.
It was the single mom.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes.
And it was what? Like Barinholtz?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that was the other guy.
Oh, and then the other girl with the glasses is also in The Society, and she's good too. I actually am more attracted to that girl though. So,
Okay.
just saying.
I was too. I thought she was the prettiest one.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lie. The Australian girl, I think, is really pretty.
Yeah. From
Miracle Workers.
yes, she's
Yeah.
cool. I like her as a person, even though I don't know her. I feel like I know.
I know her.
Yeah. Did you figure out what your favorite part of Detective Pikachu was, Andrew?
I just really like the dynamic between Pikachu and Psyduck.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Psyduck was great.
Yeah.
Who?
I kind of wanted to throw Psyduck to the wind because I felt like that was I don't know, like a throw me character, if you will. They're just like, oh, people remember Psyduck from the original, and he's
Yeah.
kind of, but he was fun to watch.
Yeah.
It was all really fun. Like I said, there was a couple times where the story repeated itself. Like they went back to the accident scene a million times, and it's just like, we know his dad died, blah blah blah. But
It made me want to live in a world with Pokemon again.
yeah, I wanted to die immediately after I left the
Like-
theater. I was like, in fact, I looked at Andrew. I was like, do you want to die right now?
I
Like,
said
what's the point?
yes.
Like,
Does that mean you're not going to follow me to Florida?
not if there's not Pokemon there.
Shit.
You gotta make sure there's Pokemon in Florida. She captures like a gator. She's like, it's a feraligator.
Who?
Who? You're not capturing a person, an alligator. There's a crocodiles. What's in Florida?
Alligators.
Alligators. Crocodiles are in Egypt
That's interesting.
and other places.
Well, yeah.
Australia.
So Detective
Crikey.
Pikachu was good. 2 thumbs up. As far as the movie goes, it's average. It's about maybe an 8, 7.5 as far as movies go.
I
But-
can't wait to hate it and have you both be mad at me.
But that's the thing. It's rated PG. I feel like you can't judge a PG rated movie. It's for kids, but it's fun. And if you love Pokemon, I think you'll have fun with it. I think you'll be interested in the world. It'll kind of, I'm hoping, make you think like, oh, this would be dope. This is what people see the games as, just this big world filled with Pokemon that, it's cool. Kind of like it's animals too. You know how you love dogs and shit. It's kind of like that. All these people have pets, but they also serve like a more purpose because they can do shit like battle and put out fires with their water breath and shit.
Dogs do that.
Oh, put out fires with their water breath.
Well, they don't have water breath.
I'll tell you what, the dog can peel paint off walls with his farts, so he could be a painter.
I fucking
Smeagol.
hate you.
Yeah. So, yeah. Andrew, how would you rate it?
Smeargle. Sorry.
Smeargle.
I give it a 3 out of 3
Nice.
on both fronts.
Then we
Damn, a full 9.
A full 9.
full 9. Yeah. Then we went to go see Avengers again, and oh my fucking god.
Talk about bad parenting.
Dude, I can't. I told Andrew, I don't know if I can keep doing them. If I could pay $20 to rent a brand new movie that came out in theaters and watch it at home, I think I'd do it in a heartbeat now. I have
sound
a
like
fucking projector.
my dad.
So we walked into the theater. We were in a second from the middle, if you will, kind of to the side. And this guy and his 2 kids, so one girl, like you said, couldn't have been, more than 5?
Yeah.
Wearing bunny ears, like what's her face from Bob's Burgers.
Yeah. Like it's fucking Easter still. Like Easter wasn't a month ago.
Yeah, and then the son, who was, I guess, an angel as far as I'm concerned.
He was fine.
I think
I didn't even notice
that was the
him.
couple that, not the couple. It was him, the kids when we were coming in. The little boy was just like, "Come on, it's my birthday. We're gonna go see Avengers." And I think the dad was just like, "Okay, we'll go." He should have kept the little girl fucking in the car, as far as I'm concerned, because she was a brat. She's
It wasn't really a hot day.
yeah.
She would have been fine.
He was just like, and then the little girl was like, "It's my birthday too." And then the little boy was like, "No, it's not. What are you talking about?" Like, she was just a brat, dude, just an absolute fucking brat. And we sit down, and then of course they sit down right behind us.
And kick my fucking shit.
And the little girl is comes in like whining, like, because I guess she couldn't get her way or some bullshit. I don't know. She was like, he's like, "No, stop." I couldn't hear what he was saying, but he was like trying to like tell her to please stop. We're in the movies. You shouldn't be whining. Please stop, please. And then I guess maybe about 5 minutes into the movie, she was still kind of doing it. And then finally it teetered off because she's just like, "Oh, bright lights."
Yeah.
Because she's 5. But at that point, I had put my hood up. We had moved to the seats diagonal right next to the wall. We moved up, not far enough away. We definitely should have went on the other side of the theater. But at that point, it was just like filled up.
I mean, who could have, if she was just making that low humming noise, it would have been fine. But who would have thought she'd start climbing on the railings?
She was climbing on
jumping
railings.
on seats and fucking just standing there.
Like I said, I don't know.
Sitting on the stairs and being all sorts of disruptive.
Yeah, I don't know how the people around didn't say something. There was a bunch of other adults around, I assume.
Like, there was a guy behind her that she would turn around and look at and be like, "Hey, guy, what's up? You want to watch this movie too? I'm watching the fucking movie,
Dude,
but
I
I'm
would've-
not actually watching the movie. I'm
Dude,
trying to be at a fucking playground."
If I was behind her, I would have pushed that little girl. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I would have pushed her so hard till her head bled.
I would have said, "Hey, sir, can you please do something about your stupid daughter?
But yeah, I was lucky enough.
Maybe put her in a cage."
I covered my ears with my shirt and then put my hood on and literally Kenny'd from South Park myself. And I tightened that bitch and I made sure that my left peripheral couldn't see her because I knew if I even saw her, I'd be pissed. Because every once in a while I caught her on the rail and I would just wanted to scream. And I wanted to cry so many times, but every time I'd like look at the screen because I wanted to see all of it, I'd see the little girl, and then all my emotions for the movie would flood away with just anger and rage.
Nah, I still cried though.
Ugh, the movie was still good, but god damn, some parents, dude, leave the kid home. No,
Or like, be a responsible parent, and when your kid's acting up, just fucking leave.
yeah, or you know, I would have left the son there because, like I said, the son was an angel.
Yeah.
Didn't do anything. He was just like, "This is my movie. This is the life that I want. Please, Dad, please leave." Left a couple times, I guess, because she had to take a fucking piss. But anyway, that was awful. But good news, Endgame's still fun to watch. But definitely not watching it in the theaters again.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it the last week that they have it in IMAX.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Because I want to see it in IMAX again. Because that was dope.
Well, so that was the movies we did. You didn't do any movies, right?
Mm-mm.
Just been watching The Office.
And you. I watched all of you.
I think I asked you your final verdict, but I guess for the podcast, how do you feel?
Keep in mind, I've still only watched half of it.
Ooh, yeah, that's right.
I loved it and I hated it. It was so bad and I would be annoyed every episode, but I just had to keep watching. I couldn't, I needed to keep watching.
That's how I was with Stranger Things Season 1. And then it ended, and I was like, okay, I don't need to watch Season 2.
I actually really liked the music.
And you?
Yeah. Like, I liked the
I
score and
guess so.
stuff.
Yeah.
And I think I told you all the all the women in that show are beautiful. Shay Mitchell, I think, is beautiful. The main girl is super pretty.
Yeah.
But all the men were so ugly.
Yeah.
Like, hard to look at. Except John Stamos.
No, I thought John Stamos even looked
I mean, he looked gross because he was wearing a vest and bracelets. But also, like, at least he wasn't.
his beard's super thick. I don't think he looks great with like a big, like a little bit longer.
I don't think he
beard
looks
like
great either, but there's a difference between someone not looking good with a beard and then the main guy who had he looked like fucking Beavis. Is that the one with the dark hair?
Yeah.
Right?
I guess so. Yeah.
Right?
I think
Butthead's the
so.
blonde one. That's what his head was so tall, and he had like a gap in between his teeth, and like he was all like
What are
bony.
you talking about? Beavis. Is that Beavis or Butthead?
That one's Butthead.
That was I can't really do any lines, but I can make the noises they make. Cool. But then it'd be what's going on? that's my Beavis and Butthead impression.
Anyway, so the show
Okay.
I don't want to give any spoilers since Andrew didn't finish it, but like I'm just fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Andrew, what was the last big thing you saw on that show?
I think you watched the first episode.
No, I just watched the episode where they're at the Charles Dickens thing and they find
yeah.
out that her dad is
Alive.
alive.
Spoilies.
So yeah, that's the last episode I watched.
It's about halfway through, I feel.
It is exactly halfway through.
But why would they name a character Peach?
Why would they name a character Guinevere?
Guinevere is a real name.
So is Peach.
Peach is a fruit.
Princess Peach?
I really like to say the word peach. Sounds good.
Yeah, especially when you're high.
Yeah, it does. Say peach. Close your eyes and say peach.
Peach.
You're not doing it.
That's a hard
Delicately.
pass from me, dog.
You can't just say peach.
Plum.
You son of a bitch.
Apple.
You are my peach. You are my plum. You are the earth. You are the sun.
Great job, Brian.
Thank you. Where are they at? I haven't heard any new Front Bottoms music in a while, but that's probably okay.
It's really okay because we have Father of the Bride, super good. Haven't stopped listening to it. I decided How Long is my favorite song, but Sympathy is my second favorite.
I still haven't actually listened to it beyond when
Dude, you gotta. It's so good. It might be my favorite album of theirs. If I'm
I don't
being
want to
honest.
listen to it when it's raining out. I'm going to be honest with you. I want it to be like a nice day where I'm like...
Yeah, I feel that. Vampire Weekend always reminds me of the summertime, so I understand.
Or
The
like
first
a
time I listened to
foggy
it, it was a
spring
nice sunny
morning.
day.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I think that's kind of the thing about Vampire Weekend, right? They have the really fun, like, upbeat songs. Like, you have Cousins and A-Punk. But then you have really sad songs like Obvious Bicycle and Unbearably White or Mistake. Those are such beautiful songs that make my heart so heavy. How do those people also have A-Punk in their discography?
Because they're good at doing what they do.
Agreed. The album reminds me of, there's so many like older influences. Like I can totally hear the Beatles, like everyone says, because of the guitar is very Beatles. But also kind of like Grateful Dead-ish, like jammy. Does that make sense? And I hear a little bit of, you're not going to know what I mean, but I know what I mean. Like Paul Simon in some of the songs, not exactly the way it sounds, but kind of the way it's constructed, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, love that album. So good.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to it. I only listened to it like 3 times. But it's at least my third favorite album. I don't know if I've listened to it enough to say it's better than the first 2 for me. But I definitely
Well, what are
like
the
it.
first 2? Don't they have 3 albums?
Yeah, they have Vampire Weekend, Contra, or no, the other one. I forgot what it's called. But the second one was like
Young Vampires in the City or
That's the
something like
third one.
that. I love that album. I think that might be my favorite. I don't know.
I'm not super into that one.
Of course you're not. Why would we like the same things?
I don't know, Remy. Why would we chant fucking crushed by rocks last night.
Crushed by rocks. Crushed by rocks. Crushed by rocks.
And then they got crushed by rocks.
Oh, did
But-
they actually get crushed by rocks?
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
didn't see anything. They just
So
fucking
rude.
like a little Star Wars wipe of rocks, basically.
Yeah, I was talking about that with my dad today. It's like they give me 8 seasons of someone being like the biggest bitch in cinema history.
Yeah.
What like super hated, and for
you
8
crush her
years,
by rocks?
For 8 years of my life, and you crush her by rocks, and then you don't even show it.
Yeah, you don't even show
They don't
any
even
gore.
give me that satisfaction.
Did another main person die?
Yeah,
So many main
Cersei.
people died.
Who's Cersei?
she dead bitch.
She's the
Lena Headey, Headley,
Headley Lamar.
Headley.
She's the
The one with the
queen,
short hair.
the mean queen that everyone hates.
Ooh, mean queen.
Mean queen.
She's the mean queen.
I don't know, dude.
Xerxes
No.
from 300 died.
Well, yeah, but
That's interesting that Xerxes would die in Game of Thrones because he was the Prince of Persia.
I'm done with you. Just absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah, King Xerxes, Prince of Persia, in Game of Thrones, trains all 300 of his soldiers to
Not his dragons?
get the throne, right? That's what the show's about, right?
No.
And then King Leonidas assassinates the Dragon Queen. What's her name? Terminator Genesis bitch. Lena Dunham shows up with girls,
What the fuck?
Huh?
and then
You need
you
to stop
contact
this.
us?
they all have sex because that's what the show's about.
You know what? You know what I'm gonna say right now, which might be really embarrassing.
I bet once you say it, I'll know.
How do you spell that bitch's name?
The
Xerxes?
show You had pretty good sex scenes. I wasn't completely like disturbed by them. Like a lot of times when I see sex scenes in shows or movies and it's like basically softcore and like things don't line up the right way and it goes on far too long and all I can think about is how uncomfortable I am watching them have sex. But like the show You, I thought it was their sex scenes were good.
All I can think about during sex scenes is how uncomfortable they must be doing it.
Rubbing skin to skin.
Yeah.
Per se.
Like, not even, though, because they always have those
Well,
covers
yeah,
or
yeah, yeah,
whatever
yeah.
on,
But the rest of
I
their
assume.
body.
But, yeah. It's, like, fucking weird.
I don't think I could imitate. Like, I don't think I could act. I don't think I could do softcore porn.
Yeah, me
I don't
either.
think I could do it.
Did Tormund die?
Nah, he just
No.
went back north.
Did the Mountain die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. How'd he die?
Hapfjord Bjornsson?
Did he get crushed by rocks?
No,
no,
the
well,
Hound, kind of.
I guess, kind of, technically.
I keep
maybe.
seeing a picture of a wolf on a white wolf on a giant like arrow thing shooting at a dragon. What the fuck's that? Is that real? I don't know if that's real
Yeah,
or
dude,
fake.
that was real. That was last episode.
But like, why? Like, real?
That's
like,
Ghost.
Yeah,
Like
it's Ghost.
Like
So-
a dog literally
so-
used a giant
No,
Yeah,
crossbow.
wait.
So-
So,
so
really,
listen.
in the 1st
Uh-huh.
season, all the Stark children find wolves, which is their house symbol,
Signia.
signia. So they find.
Sigil.
Yes, there we go. They found wolves in the dire wolves. They're giant. For each of the children, so they thought it was like a sign that they were there for them. And John, who is a bastard, got the white wolf, and his name is Ghost, and that's who the character is. Andrew, take it away.
Okay, so Ghost, after season 5, was long
Well,
forgotten.
spoilers, by the way.
Who fucking cares? Ghost was long forgotten by the writers, and then he just shows up in season 6 at some point, and he just stands there because Jon Snow dies and Ghost is sad, and then Jon Snow comes back to life and Ghost is happy, and then you don't see Ghost at all in season 7, and then in season 8, Ghost comes up and fucking kills a bunch of White Walkers because they're fighting for Winterfell, and he fucking tears ass. He comes out with a missing ear, and he's all beaten up and shit. And then Tormund goes north of the wall, and John's like, yo, man, take my dog. Doesn't even say bye to the dog. Doesn't even pet the dog. Doesn't even look at the dog before he goes. It's bogus. I wouldn't even do that to a dog.
Yeah, so basically John left his longtime companion
Yeah.
as a gift from God. He left him for a dragon. So Ghost in the meme is pissed and wants to like shoot the dragon.
Yeah, and then the dragon dies. and because of Ghost is pissed at the dragon, so he kills the dragon.
Yeah.
Like literally.
Literally.
But not actually, just in the meme.
So wait.
Well,
in the show.
real life, Euron Greyjoy shoots the arrow, but
This is my favorite one. Where he ends up on the throne.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I had a good chuckle at that earlier.
Same.
So who's still alive that can win the throne?
Sansa,
Well-
Jon.
Danny technically did,
Dany.
I guess, right now.
Is Tyrone Lannister still alive?
No. Who the fuck is
Ty-
Tyrone?
Tyrion.
Tyrone never existed.
I hope that Sansa and Tyrion love each other forever on the throne. I hope it's them too.
I hope it's Davos.
Fuck Davos. What a fucking baby back bitch.
Nah.
Nah, Davos is cool, but like I don't want him there.
Yeah, neither do I.
He can go
just
to
being
the-
ridiculous.
wherever there are, the water place, the island.
Ah, yes.
Where they're from.
Dragonstone?
Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah. Anyway,
Anyway, so how many Horcruxes are left?
none. That's the wrong universe.
Oh yeah.
Get it right, get it tight.
Stop being ridiculous.
I'm sorry.
I did think the last episode though was the best one of the season.
Yeah.
It's still a
Still
disappointing.
wasn't very good.
No, it's still a really disappointing season, but of all the episodes I've seen, it moved the story along the most. I
Yeah.
had I had more suspense during this than I did with the one at Winterfell. And there's like no dialogue.
Like this?
Nothing came out.
Cool, that makes
I think
me
that's why it was
feel like you're listening
way
to me.
better because there was no dialogue.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
This is just Danny burning down King's Landing.
I thought she did a good job with that scene actually. Like I
Yeah.
felt really sad for her and like
No,
upset
yeah.
and like angry. Like she did a really good job with her face.
Like I keep
Like her
seeing everyone's
acting.
really pissed that they went full Mad Queen so quick. But they kind of didn't. I mean, I guess they flipped
It's
the switch
been
real
over
quick,
her
but
entire storyline, which
Yeah,
is why I
she's
don't
had these
understand.
flashes of insanity
Right,
since season 1.
right. And the one
And she just finally
aspect
hit her
that
breaking point.
that I agree with is the people arguing that it's kind of, I don't want to say lazy, but it's like kind of disappointing to see that her character after 8 seasons only became what her father was. Like they couldn't even give her
Yeah.
anything new or give her a new story. It was literally like, we're going to spend 8 seasons investing you in this character and she's just going to play out a story that's already been told, basically. And that
Yeah.
I agree with.
And for not
But we
even
all
as
saw
good
it
of a
coming. If
reason.
you didn't see it coming, what show are you watching?
Yeah.
Like, where are you?
yeah.
What are you looking at?
Yeah, the other thing I saw was that all the other Targaryens that went crazy like had a reason. And she had a reason, but
She
it
has a
wasn't-
lot of reasons, which
but,
is why I'm
like,
not totally upset about
yeah,
it.
But like the Mad King was like hearing voices and shit, and one of the other ones was just like,
Yeah, hers is just
fucking
straight up
batshit. She was
revenge.
just, like,
She's not
revenge.
crazy. She just
yeah, she's
has
just
been
pissed
hurt.
off,
Yeah,
which I can get behind.
yeah,
Everything was going smoothly until she got to Westeros.
yeah.
Smooth as could be.
Anyway.
Anyway,
How long? How long?
What a good song.
I started watching The Society, like I said.
What's it even about?
So
Don't give me any spoilers.
a
Just tell
bunch
me
of-
the synopsis.
There really
There isn't one. It's a show about nothing. It's Seinfeld.
no, I can't really spoil it because it's a very dramatic show. So it's kind of hard to spoil it in a way. By describing it, I guess is a good thing. Anyway, it's a bunch of kids in this very small New England town, maybe like New Hampshire or something like that.
West End Girls.
Okay.
Like the
And
song.
they're all like high school ish age kids, and they all are supposed to go on this school trip. The buses take them out, and before the show starts, there's this weird smell. I don't know what that has to do with anything yet. Yeah, no, like there's a weird smell in the town, and then the kids get shipped off, and then they fall asleep on the bus, and then when it's nighttime, the buses come back. They said there was a mudslide or something. Trip's called off. You're back home. They all get off the bus, and they're back at their town, which is a pretty small town. It's pretty secluded. They get off, and they're just like, "Where's everybody at?" and everyone except for them is gone. All the parents, like there's even no animals. There's been one dog. Like everything is gone, and the whole town is surrounded by woods now. As far as like all the roads are cut off, and it's just woods as far as the eye can see. And they put a drone up and stuff, and they're just like, we're here.
Wasn't there a movie like that
Maybe.
where they have to like get to a certain point to like get through the woods, but then the woods just start again, and it's like all they have is like what's in and not in the woods. Like every time they try and leave, it's just woods. I'm pretty sure that's a movie.
I don't know. They went out for a small group went out in the first episode, and maybe 3 hours out, and someone got bit by a snake. And they were just like, "Fuck, we got to turn around."
Well, that's an animal. You said there's only been a dog.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. But there haven't been any like deer or one dog, no deer, like no birds, nothing.
Bugs.
It's very interesting. But the thing about it is there's still power. There's still running water. So it's they still can talk on their cell phones. So it's kind of like a weird experiment sort of thing. Like they were taken out of this universe and kind of put into a weird alternate reality of the town sort of thing. So it feels like an experiment. And they only occasionally like bounce back to that topic about how they got there. There's a committee that they put together, but it's just a bunch of kids going crazy for a while. And then obviously, like dramatic things happen and this and that happens. And you just kind of see how it would play out, assumingly how it's written. These kids would start a society in a way and blah, blah, blah. But it's good. I'm enjoying it. For some reason. I thought I'd hate it or be really bored by it, but the acting's really good. And there's always some small little thing. It feels the pace of it feels very Walking Dead. I'm kind of just like, I don't know. And then something will happen. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'll keep watching. And, okay. But if it was on every week, I'd definitely stop watching it after the first or second episode. If I had to wait each week for this. Yeah. So, but so far it's, I think I'm on the second to last episode. I'm like, okay. I can dig it. I like where this is going. Yada, yada. The girl from, Legion is in it. She plays a high schooler, even though she's definitely 20, 30, something.
The main girl?
Yeah, the blonde.
I think she's so pretty.
The one that you think looks like Grace.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, you did. You said that.
No.
No?
No, because I don't think Grace is pretty.
Well, beyond that.
That was really mean. I hope she never listens to this.
Bad blood. Bad blood right there. We just lost one listener, minus one subscriber.
We're at -1 because I don't think she listens.
She doesn't even listen. We didn't lose anything.
I was just... oh, she doesn't listen to this? That's surprising to me.
How's your Winnie the Pooh impression going? Have you been working on it?
No. Why would I work on that? I'm working on not cursing so much in this podcast.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, I guess.
I didn't say fucking as much. Put counter up on this one. That's really it. I haven't really done much else. I don't think we went to go to the movies.
I went to the movies a lot this week.
Yeah, you did. You went 4 days in a row.
I went 3 days in a row.
You crazy
and then 4
person.
days out of 5.
Mm.
Get it straight.
Mm. Saw True Grit.
I saw True Grit. Dude, the 60s were weird.
Why?
Like, acting in the 60s is so weird to me.
Wasn't that John Wayne?
Yeah. And well, especially John Wayne. He's just I guess he's not really out there, but he's just like all American and fucking.
I'll tell you what, Pilgrim.
Yeah, and then the main girl, he always calls her little sister, her little sis, or sis. And I was like, what?
Little sis. He said, I'm 80, you're 14, you're my little sister.
Yeah,
now.
maybe I missed that because I missed the first 10 minutes of the movie.
Oh, you were one of those guys.
Well, yeah, obviously.
How can people do that? How do you think you know? How do you screw up that badly on timing? Where you walk in like those people that walked in 10 minutes after Avengers started.
Weren't you going straight from work?
No, so I had a dentist appointment.
Oh.
Which was in Gap.
Ooh.
So I had to drive.
Why did you drive all the way to Gap?
Because I like my dentist.
You're willing to drive an hour and almost a half for your dentist?
Yes.
an hour
and a half.
An hour and almost a half.
Like total?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I am. I love my dentist.
Well, that's
I
weird.
would go...
Do you want to fuck your dentist?
Probably.
Is your dentist a boy or a girl?
He's a boy. So yeah, I don't know. I knew I wouldn't get there in time. I was hoping there would be previews or something.
Nah.
If there were previews, I would have been fine.
Yeah, but
But it was a Fathom event, so there weren't. But sometimes there's also those intro things, and there
Yeah.
wasn't that either. But I don't think I really missed anything. I just came in on Rooster Cogburn on a stand and a judge.
Rooster Cogburn?
Yeah, that's his name. Something like that.
That's-
Rooster something.
Such a 50s name.
Not Cockburn.
No, it's like Cogburn or
Are
something.
you sure? Because Cockburn is a last name, and I've never heard Cogburn.
Was his...
I don't know what his last name was.
Olivia Wilde's real last name is Cockburn.
Okay.
Do you also spell that with a whiskey and a cigarette in the spelling? Like...
What are you talking about? I don't know how
How
to spell it. I don't even know what it is.
old-fashioned. When you
Well, it also takes place in like 1895.
when you say
probably.
his name, you have to literally do a shot of whiskey.
They didn't even have cars when this movie takes place, Jordan. It's
that's
an
the name,
old
that's the name of the
movie.
character.
It's a Western.
That's the name of the
Yeah.
character. Oh, I thought you were saying that's the name of the actor.
No, the actor's John Wayne.
Oh, fuck.
Jeez Louise.
Well, geez, Louise. Oh, you.
But like everyone's like fucking
Rooster.
classically trained, it seems like. They're all like enunciating and
That's where all acting came from, was theater.
yeah, it's like watching theater.
That's what it was. It was just theater on screen.
Also, the main little girl, was 22 when they made that movie, and
Huh.
she looks like she's 12.
Interesting.
So I thought that was
Good
weird.
for her.
Unless I did math really wrong when I looked up her birthday, but I'm pretty sure she was 22.
You know what I was thinking about on the topic of acting and how people get upset when, for example, I read an article about Lupita
Nyong'o.
Lupita Oreo.
That's rude. You should try and say their name right.
Lupita Nyong'o.
Nyong'o.
Lupita Nyong'o.
There you go.
There was a group of people who had the condition that she technically had where she got choked out and she lost her voice. I don't know. It's a disability group. And they got angry because they said, why didn't you get someone who actually had that act, like, do her part? Like,
Why don't we just stop having actors
Yeah.
altogether?
you know what acting is, right? It's like, oh, why is that straight guy playing?
She also wasn't born that way. It was
Yeah.
event based on physical trauma. So like
And they wanted, I
I
think
don't-
they wanted an apology letter and shit. And she was just like, I didn't mean any disrespect. I even went and met with a group of people who had that happen to them and blah, 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 and how they talked to learn.
like can we not have shark movies because people
Yeah.
get bitten by sharks in
I'm
real
just
life?
like, it's acting. It's supposed to be pretending to be something. That's what it's about. Just like, that's like people getting angry at Jared Leto for being in Dallas Buyers Club or whatever. Wasn't he like a transgendered
Yeah. Yeah.
sex worker, prostitute, what the fuck
Yeah.
ever?
Also, he didn't even really have AIDS.
Yeah, why don't you get a real person
Like,
with
come on.
AIDS?
Jared Leto, you're a method actor. Give yourself AIDS.
Oh God.
And
No,
then,
but
Well,
it's-
people got mad at is it Eddie Redmayne who did that movie The Danish Girl, and everyone
Yeah.
was upset about that one too.
everyone gets
It's
upset about everything.
acting. You're supposed to be playing a part that's not you. That's what acting is.
Yeah, if you're playing a part,
You don't-
that's- So I think there are times when it's okay. Like in A Quiet Place, isn't the girl really deaf?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, that's perfect. That
Ex-
adds to it.
Exactly. But
But terrible actor.
well,
She's just being herself.
she's not acting at all.
It's not acting at all. Exactly. That's the point of movies is,
Just like Daniel Day-Lewis. Terrible actor. He
Yeah.
never acts.
Daniel
He
Day-Lewis
just becomes that.
Daniel Day-Lewis could dance the Black Swan. Daniel Day-Lewis
I don't know, that just
could rule them
blows
all.
my mind. Like, get a hobby.
Leonardo
Daniel-
DiCaprio.
Daniel
hobby.
Day-Lewis would be able to use Thor's hammer.
Well,
He's pure.
I would hope so.
He's worthy.
I don't know him that well, but maybe that'd be nice if he could do that.
You know, the
He
closest
did play
thing
Lincoln.
in nature to the thing. I can't even talk. I'm so
Mhm.
high. I'm over it. I'm done.
I just don't.
It's
It
gonna
just.
quote Gangs of New York.
In the society,
Closest thing in nature to the flesh of a pig is the flesh of a man. That's what it is. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
in the society, there's one character who is gay and deaf, and he signs, and a bunch of characters sign, and it's awesome that a lot of the actors learned how to sign, 'cause they're actually, but it's
Well, Lindsay Lohan learned how to play guitar in Freaky Friday, so
yeah.
I learned how to play keyboard to write for.
I don't know if that
songs.
guy's actually gay, but how crazy would it be if he wasn't gay, but he's actually deaf, but he was playing gay, and then like the gay community, like, why couldn't you find a actual gay deaf guy to play the part? She's like, can't you just like, he's acting.
Let it go.
even I
everyone.
mean,
Get over it.
I mean, What's Eating Gilbert Grape? Leonardo DiCaprio
Yeah.
plays a mentally handicapped boy,
I Am Sam.
and what a great actor at such a young age.
Yeah,
Might be his best work. To
not
be
him
honest
getting
with you.
eaten by a bear.
No, that was really good too. The thing about Leonardo DiCaprio, everyone says like he's so great, but every movie he's in, there's one person at least who outshines him, who does better, who I notice more, and who I'm like, wow, he was really good.
So
Like Tom Hardy.
who did better than him in?
I said The Revenant was an exception,
Who did better than?
and he won
him
for that because he was
in,
great.
in Gilbert Grape?
Well, that's why I said it might be his best, because there's that and The Revenant, but almost every other movie,
Was it Johnny Depp was in it?
Johnny Depp was in it. Juliette Lewis.
Yeah.
I
Role
don't know, I
players.
really like Tom Hardy in The Revenant better than Leo. I don't
Yeah.
really like The Revenant though. So
Yeah, we didn't agree on that one. But I read the book, and Tom Hardy, the character that Tom Hardy plays, was such a fucking piece of shit.
yeah.
God.
Anyway, all I'm saying is, people, if you complain about an actor playing a part that is a real thing and they didn't get the real thing to play the part, go to sleep. Put the covers over your head and go night-night. Take a bunch of melatonin and put yourself in a shallow ditch. Put your Tesla on autopilot, knock on that Harry Potter, and dun 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 into a fucking ditch. So
Okay.
that's how I feel about that.
Got it.
Long Shot was pretty good.
Yeah, how was Long Shot?
It's pretty good. Like I just said.
Pretty good.
I mean,
Another dorky white guy getting the girl.
yeah, pretty standard rom-com. Little
Gotta live for those rom-coms.
yeah. I do love a good rom-com.
I think I watched like 40 teenager rom-coms on Netflix because I've been doing stuff on the computer and I need background noise, and it's Netflix just loves making like teenage rom-coms now.
Mm-hmm.
Like the one with the redhead, like the guy who plays Archie. There's one on there I just watched. There's that other one about the guy being an on-service date person.
The Perfect Date.
The Perfect Date.
Didn't watch it, but I keep seeing like the thumbnail or whatever.
I've watched all of those teenager love movies, and all I have to say is
Got it.
yep. That's all that needs to be said.
There are so many shows that we need to catch up on. We have to catch up on this season of Barry. We have to watch. I still have to watch Maniac.
I feel like we don't need to talk about what we need to watch on the podcast.
Sorry, I'm just sorry. You were talking about all the stuff you watched. I'm like, fuck, we have so much to watch.
Watch is a strong word. I've watched The Society. I haven't watched those teenage rom-coms. I've looked up and been like, huh, oh yeah, that's still on. You've watched The Office. It's so crazy how it's. I think we had to have talked about this, if not on the podcast, multiple times in our lives, just how The Office is still relevant and prevalent. Also, what's prevalent? What's the word? What's prevalent fucking mean?
You have a computer right there.
I'm not worried about it. Anyway, it's crazy how like they're still selling T-shirts
Prevalent means like a lot,
at
like noticeably.
So yes, sure. Like they're still selling Dunder Mifflin T-shirts in stores and stuff, and
It's an American classic.
it's an icon. Are you gonna talk into the mic or just?
Sorry, it's an American classic. I laugh every episode.
Yeah.
They had one of those bullshit daytime TV type episodes where like they show clips from previous episodes like all together. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like they're going over stuff in HR and they're asking Toby like
Yeah.
about has there been any sexual harassment claims? And Toby says no, and then it like cuts to all the
Yeah, they do.
clips.
Like a
But
filler episode.
Yeah, but there's what they show this scene when they're in the ceiling and Angela throws the cat up there and it falls out the other side. I was laughing so hard last night at that one scene. I didn't even need any context. It was so good.
It's funny because I know there's people who stopped watching after the 3rd season because they thought it was getting dumber. And it's just like,
Well, it definitely was, and then it got even worse when Michael left. But
I don't think so.
I kept
'cause
watching.
I don't think so because every time I've jumped in on episodes, I've laughed and enjoyed every episode that's been on.
We haven't gotten to Michael leaving yet.
Well, okay, we'll see when we get to those. But even then, I still liked them, I think. I remember watching it all the way through and enjoying it all the way through.
Yeah, it just wasn't as good, though. There was, like, magic missing. Like, Michael is the best. He's the catalyst. He is the show.
Andrew,
It's just...
The Office, any input?
I prefer Parks and Rec.
Is that what you're going to watch next, Remy?
You know, I have to say, people always say, like, what's better, Parks and Rec or The Office? Because, you know, they were, like, the similar style type
Neither.
thing.
Community is the top NBC comedy.
Well, I just meant, you know, stylistically, they have, like, the interview type, like,
Yeah,
documentary
it's the
type
same.
thing.
It's the exact same show.
I think Parks and Rec is I think Parks and Rec is written better. I think the character development is better. I think the stories are better. I think Parks and Rec is a better show, but it doesn't have the rewatchability for me, and it doesn't make me laugh as much as The Office does. So
okay.
I don't know if I'll rewatch it. I loved it when I saw it the first time, and I tried watching a couple episodes here and there, and I just wasn't... I don't know if it was because I saw it too recently or what, but I couldn't get into it like I can with The Office, and like so many people can with The Office over and over and over again.
The Office, I just saw, is Netflix #1 watch show.
Yeah, there's always talks about how it might be removed from Netflix, and I'm like, why would they do that? That's like probably the main reason people get Netflix.
It's crazy. For
to watch The Office over
one
and over again.
old show. I can't do it. I can't go back and rewatch stuff. It's too hard for me.
You are rewatching The Office with me.
Sort of, kinda. I mean, going to see Avengers again was kind of even tough, and going to see Detective Pikachu, I do want to, I feel like okay, yeah, I know I liked it. I'll probably like it again, but it's a ramp up. There's just so many things. It's tough to just keep.
I've rewatched the entirety of King of the Hill like 6 times.
I don't know how you can do that. There's so many other.
There's
things.
like a comfortability. There's like you get to enjoy it a second time and remember watching it the first time, and then you also have the experience of doing it again and being in the place you are now versus the place you were then. It's the same thing with movies. Like there's just a sense of
like watching Community. When I watched Community, I was very. I don't want to say alone, but when I watched Community, I felt like I was part of that show when I watched it. I'd hate to remove that, like...
You and I rewatched Community together.
I know, but
like,
originally...
not that long ago.
Originally, when I watched the show, I liked it. And I love that we watched it together, too, and then I had that. But I still remember watching it the first time. No offense.
You don't have to be offended. But that's like kind of the point I'm making, is that when you rewatch something, you have like the duality of who you were the first time and then what's happening now when you're watching it the second time.
Yeah, but it's kind of like, I don't know. For example, like Fully Cooley, I really want to rewatch that. It's only 6 episodes, and it meant so much. But I don't know. I don't want to drudge up how I felt when I watched it because I already know how I feel when I watched it, and I don't think.
Yeah, but now you have the joy of experiencing it again with a new set of eyes.
I don't know if I would though,
because
it's such a specific show for like coming of age and everything. I'd hate to like
ruin it.
Force
for
myself.
Yourself?
Not ruin it, but like force myself through it. Be like, oh, this was cool. Why did I like this? I'd hate to ruin it in any type of way, so I'll just leave it on the shelf.
Exactly what I said that you just said no to and then said.
That's why I'm not going to watch Batman Forever ever again.
The Batman.
It's not forever, is it?
It's the memories will last forever.
The memory's forever, but the movie is.
Movie's probably really bad.
I want to watch that Ninja Batman. The Samurai
shit,
Batman.
That's on the thing that I have.
Oh
for DC.
shit!
Hey man,
Late cast 2019. time to go sleepy. Remember, everybody, put your Tesla on autopilot, put that duvet over your face, and pop in Harry Potter 1 through 8.
Hold on. I have a Sports Corner update from last week.
Huh?
So last week I said that Smash Mouth was trash talking Bryce Harper in the city of Philadelphia.
Okay, what did Philadelphia go after Smash Mouth?
Well, on Tuesday, Bryce Harper hit a grand slam off the Cardinals. And the Phillies Twitter posted that highlight with the caption, "Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid."
Yeah, he's getting paid all right.
Yeah, so I thought that was funny.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Just a little Phillies/Smash Mouth rivalry for no reason.
So weird. Just like Crystalia and Albuquerque.
Yeah.
What's it with cities, bro? Hey, cities, chill.
Yeah. Well, this one isn't really a city.
I guess it's
It's a band.
well,
Baseball team.
yeah. Well, no, going after the team means the city, so it's still celebrity-ish.
With Crystalia, it was actually Albuquerque.
Yeah. Which I always forget is where Breaking Bad took place. We went through there. We drove through or around it.
Mm-hmm.
Bobs. So, anyway, anything else we got going on? You can see us at our apartment. We'll be making appearances in the kitchen every once an hour to look at the fridge and not take anything out because we think something new is going to pop up. So that's where you'll
And
usually find us.
Also the pantry.
Pantry too.
Ooh, but I have cookies in there now.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
special guest featuring cookies.
Featuring my friend E.L. Fudge.
I can't believe you got those. I hate that kind. They're
Well,
so
then
plain.
none for you.
Yeah, good. You picked a cookie I don't want any part of.
Good.
I'd rather play Jared Leto as the Joker in Suicide Squad than eat one of those cookies.
You'd rather play the Joker?
No, I'd rather play Jared Leto as the Joker in Suicide
Like
Squad.
you'd rather be Jared Leto as the Joker?
No, I'd be playing him.
He would be in like a biopic or biopic,
Yeah.
depending how you prefer about
I
Jared Leto.
just wanted to clear up because I didn't know if you meant like just play all the scenes he was in on Suicide Squad, just on repeat.
No, playing
That'd be
Jared
interesting.
Leto
Fate worse than
as
death.
the Joker.
That'd be interesting. Yeah.
Offset Jared
Just
Leto
do
as
the
the
dramatic
Joker.
reenactment.
It's like the dry white cookie with the like thin fudge. Come on,
Hey,
you can do
man,
better,
all right,
Andrew.
Just slam some milk. And
You
you're
could
good to
ju-
go.
My
can do
favorite
better.
are those shortbread ones with like the big hunks of, it's like a full like chunk of chocolate on top. They're like the chess cookies basically, but like with just a big chunk of dark chocolate on the top. They're so good.
Huh.
They
Don't know
have
what
boys
that
on them.
is.
I call them the little boy cookies. It's like what's in the chocolate, like the stamp or whatever. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Do you know those cookies?
Nope.
Fuck y'all.
You know what's a weird name for a cookie?
EL Fudge. Oreo.
Well, you
Chips
know what?
Ahoy.
You're not wrong about
Nabisco.
EL Fudge because that's a man's name. No, Snickerdoodle. Hey,
I'm a snickerdoodle dandy.
sounds offensive. Also is a candy.
How does it sound offensive?
Also is an action to draw.
What could it possibly be
Snicker-
offensive to?
Doodle.
Snickerdoodle.
Hey, that word is an oopsie. That's all
What?
I'm saying. Like snicker doodle. like a wolf
You're
laugh.
not making any sense here.
That's Wile E. Coyote drawing.
like any word could be offensive if you say it the right way.
Bitch, you a snickle doodle.
And
I
you're a
turned in-
butternut squash.
I turned into a little baby right there. You a snickle doodle.
People around the office have been complaining that you're talking like a baby. Well, I'm hungry. And don't forget, I'm a little baby.
Oh shit. Never watched the last episode of that.
Same.
It's okay. All right, well, we're wrapping up on an hour. Any final words, Andrew? Because once again, you're gonna die at the end of this podcast. Every podcast, you fucking die. Any last
I'm
words?
just Hugh Jackman in The Prestige. I'm a different clone of myself every time.
Nice.
Spoiler, never
Dude,
saw
I just
that.
want to spoil every movie ever on the podcast.
That's
Every
a
week
long,
I'm going to spoil a different movie.
That's a long list. We're gonna have a lot of podcasts.
Okay. Well, this is
Every-
only 10.
Every movie.
Not every movie, but every movie that comes to mind, if I think of it.
So 40 movies.
Next week will be
The Prestige.
Well, this week was The Prestige.
Ah, shit. Well, that's the extent of my movie knowledge, so.
Just The Prestige.
Oh, Ruin Now You See Me 2.
Oh, but I never saw that.
You
Same.
didn't see it? You
Saw
don't,
the first one.
I can ruin the first
guess
one.
what? You still don't see them.
I can't believe they didn't call the second one.
Now you don't. Yeah. Really dropped the ball on that one.
Unbelievable.
I think Dan Harmon has a whole bit about that. At least about the first one.
Yeah.
Anyway, Remy, any last words before you fucking die?
Can you believe that Vampire Weekend had the audacity to make a flamenco song and then back up to a jazz jam song? Unbelievable. So good. Listen to Father of the Bride. Those are my final words of this week.
Also, I've been listening to Jefferson Airplane all the time again, so I'm fucking in the mood for drugs.
You heard it here. If you have drugs, please call Andrew.
Remember to stick all your crack cocaine in EL fudge
not
packets.
crack cocaine.
Remember
Andrew,
to
do you want some of my weed?
remember
Not
to
right now.
remember
Oh,
to
shit.
shape those edibles like EL fudge, because that's the only way Andrew will get fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
Well, that's not funny.
That's what we're leaving on?
No. What else?
Too much pressure. Do your Winnie the Pooh impression.
Ooh, I'm feeling dumb thick.
Hold on, there's a shortage of helium that's closing Party City stores.
Oh, I
That's
saw
funny
that.
in and of itself.
Oh no! All of my dollar store, Dollar General stores or whatever, Dollar Trees don't have any helium.
Yeah,
They
because
have-
there's a helium shortage. We got to go to the sun and get some more helium out of it.
Wait, like, how is there a helium shortage? I don't understand. How's that happen?
Because helium only is made in fusion reactions as a byproduct of the stuff fusing. And since you can't just make fusion reactions on Earth, it has to like come from other places.
How do we make more helium? We're
I
not
don't
gonna
know.
have balloons that float anymore.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bummer. We're gonna have to heat them with candles.
Holy shit! Is that like worldwide?
Yeah,
Like, there's a literal
Why?
there's
worldwide,
literally a
Why?
helium shortage.
and that's putting.
It's been
Party
going on
City-
for years. Yeah, it's putting party cities out of business.
What do we use helium for? Anything else?
Yeah, for it's like liquid helium for stuff for like when you're trying to super cool stuff, you use liquid helium, I think. And
So
for
what you're saying is we should buy up all the helium and then sell it at triple the price?
yeah,
I don't want to disappoint you guys, but the Jonas Brothers will not be coming to Pennsylvania on their tour. The
Well,
closest we
fuck
can
them.
get is Newark, New Jersey.
Well, looks like we're gonna have to. Oh my God, that's
but number one J Bro.
yeah. We're gonna
Can Jay also stand for John Mayer? Because then I could be another one, Jay Bro.
if you have $300 for tickets.
Oh, I know. That's why I asked you to take me.
hmm
Because I can't afford it.
Cool. We've only tried to end this podcast 4 times. Remember to kiss your mother goodnight.
Or don't.
Oh wait, we're still doing the video.
Ugh.